Hello there and welcome to bnetTV.com. I'm Michelle Sklar. We're here at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, and I am with Jeanniey Mullen of Zinio. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us.
Thank you very much. Excited to be here.
Wonderful. So tell us about Zinio.
Zinio has been around for 10 years, so we're not new at all, but we are new in the minds of consumers. We're a digitally focused technology products and services company that's been able to take all of the world's favorite magazine and book content, digitize it, and make it available on any device for any screen size.
Okay, so as a publisher, and from the technology side of things, what about your technology enables the digitization of this content and optimizing it for different types of devices?
So what we've done is we've worked really diligently with a lot of our publishers to look at their operational system. So we simply take the files that people turn in to their printers to make a print version, and we optimize it and translate it, and we will look at the screen size that we're moving to, whether it be a small format like a smartphone, a medium-sized screen like a netbook or a laptop, or a large screen like a TV.
Right.
And we take that content and we build it specifically for the screen size in an automated fashion. So you've got high definition, high fidelity, no matter what you're looking at.
Okay, so I mean, certainly a lot of publications have websites that don't always carry exactly the same content that you would find in the magazine.
Yes.
But why the desire then to sort of go this route if publishers could be putting their content entirely on the website?
We actually see it as a bridge between a website and a printed piece. Because when you look at the print subscription base, only about 15% of any print magazine subscribers and book readers access that company's website to get to content. It's a whole different demographic. So if you're at home and you receive a book like Chicago Magazine to your house, and you're reading about a great, phenomenal new restaurant, and you leave your house ready to go and you're on Michigan Avenue and you can't remember where the restaurant is, even though that restaurant information is located on Chicago's website, it's not in the same format or layout that you just found it at home. It's much easier to take out your iPhone, pull it up in the same format that you remember it, go to the page you remember reading it on, and be acclimated with something. So it's all about consumer convenience, reader access, regardless of where you are, whether you're connected or not connected to the internet.
So, I mean, certainly we've been talking a lot about, you know, the e-readers, Kindles, you know, that sort of thing, and that is the new device for consuming written publication content in an optimized fashion. So why not sort of stick to that path? Why look at wanting to make this available for other types of devices?
Sure. Well, the devices are great, and we are so excited to see that the whole world is waking up to electronic reading, because we've been doing it for 10 years and it seems like consumers are just now being introduced to it. But the device is the device. People, what the readers want is they want the content, and the readers want content where they want it, when they want it, how they want it, whether they're connected or not connected, and every person is not going to have the same set of devices with them. So we feel that it's our focus to take all of the content and make it available for everything that's out there regardless, so that you've got ease of access.
Okay, and so how are you monetizing this content?
So the monetization works very similar to a newsstand. We receive a remit, so a piece of every time a person makes a subscription or book purchase, a piece of that goes to Zinio. So we're only as successful as we are in getting consumers to adopt what we're doing, and that's why we're focusing on laptops, PCs, TVs, gaming systems, netbooks, tablets, touchscreens, and we've been doing that for years.
Okay, and you also had mentioned that you've launched an iPhone app, so maybe you can talk about that a little bit.
Yes. So when you look at being accessible on all these devices, the question quickly comes to mind: how much do you charge consumers? What's the business model? How does a print magazine or a book survive in the future when the content is everywhere? And what we believe is that consumers will pay for something that they value. They want to pay for something they value because it is trusted content and information, but they don't want to pay for it every time they have a different device. So what we've done is we've built kind of a multi-platform accessible system, and we're charging one price so you can buy it on any device and read it for free on all the other devices. And we feel that's best for the consumer. It's going to give us some insights, and we do expect a new business model to come out of this down the road, that maybe you buy the print bundle with digital access as the upsell, or maybe you buy the digital access bundle with a premium to read on a plane or at the gym or in some other location that you've never even thought of.
It's interesting that, you know, although, you know, you are a company that's been around for 10 years, that the timing right now is such that Consumer behavior is evolving where paying for content isn't something that can't be part of our vocabulary anymore. And we certainly are seeing a lot of that in the news right now, where publishers are recognizing that if this is the direction that people are going to go to consume their content, then there's got to be a way to keep that business thriving, which means that content needs to be monetized in every respect, and that it shouldn't always be assumed that everything is going to be for free, because then you're just never going to get quality content.
Exactly. And when you think about it, what we are seeing early on was the road warriors that really love Zinio. You live outside of the United States and you absolutely have to have the U.S. edition of The Economist, or you have to have your U.S. edition of Elle. You're going to do whatever you need to get it, whether you get charged $50 million and it's 75 screens to click through, or whether it's very simple. Price really doesn't come into that play. But the second group of adopters, which are the convenience seekers, they're the people who really are looking to pay for something of value. So they'll go back and buy the last 12 issues of Car and Driver simply so they can clean out their library and have them accessible on their computer, and take their computer to the garage with them, or take their iPhone app with them. Or they'll buy, the last 12 issues of Oprah's magazine, so that they can have Oprah accessible whenever they want, and be able to search for the content instead of flipping through pages. So there is certainly price and value, and what we're starting to see, which is really exciting, are a lot of publishers are looking at digital content being valued at a higher price point than print. If you've got the last issue, the Michael Jackson issue of Rolling Stone, that's really valuable. Once it sells out in print, it's not in print anymore, but you can still get it digitally for a premium price. It's kind of like a high-end eBay of some of the printed content, right? So, and selling back issues and content is something that a lot of print publications had never been able to monetize because it was so costly.
Repurposing their content, absolutely. Now, you sort of touch on a few of the brands that I'm assuming Zinio has in their portfolio. Maybe you can give us some more.
Yes, so we have over 2,000 consumer magazines from 27 different languages, 144 different countries. So basically, we are the biggest newsstand in the world. We've got thousands of books, but it's pretty much anything that any consumer really resonates with on the large scale, like the L's and the Cosmos, Marie Claire, Redbook, Car and Driver, Popular Mechanics, Popular Science, PC World, Macworld, you name it, all the way down to the long tail titles, such as Pause Magazine or Ode, or anything that you would have any interest in that there's a magazine for. Electronic Gamers Monthly. And it's really exciting for us because we can open up our content to anybody that's got passion. And if you go on Zinio.com and you type in any category, like Barack Obama, it will go through all 10 years of content that we have, that we've indexed, and find every magazine article who's ever written about him and allow you to look at the articles for free. And then you can choose to buy the issue. So it's really opening up content for search in an entirely new way.
Fantastic. Jeannie, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate that. We've been here with Zinio's Jeanniey Mullen, and I'm Michelle Sklar with bnetTV.com.